Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Defining Discipline podcast. I'm your host, Scott. Defining discipline is a lifestyle, a mentality, and a brand. And within this podcast, we're going to focus on self-improvement as you follow along with me on my journey. We'll also hear from special guests of all walks of life on this podcast and their remarkable journeys that led them to where they are today. Today is day 170 of my journey. It was at the beginning of the year when I challenged myself to run 365 days out of the year this year, all outside bearing the elements, whatever they may bring. I had also challenged myself to run 1,500 miles within this time frame. This is my second year running. Within the first full year of running in 2020, I was able to run 1,002 miles, and I did that within 175 days. So this will be a 100% step up in the amount of days I'll be out there running in a row, as well as a 50% step up in the amount of miles I'll be attempting within this year. Throughout this year, I have also challenged myself to run two big races, one being a 50K trail race in Yankee Springs, Michigan, as well as the other race being the Detroit Free Press International Marathon. Well, the 50K trail race has officially been finished. That would have been 2 weeks ago to the day. Was able to finish it in 7 hours, 15 minutes, and 22 seconds. Not the fastest time, but it was my first official big race that was officially timed. So I'm happy and excited about it, guys. I'm actually still right here, have the number 185. Yeah, it was just a cool race, and was really excited to get it done. Now I'm looking forward to adding races on the schedule coming up here. Looking to do a 50-miler. I got two places in mind as of now, Colorado Springs in Colorado, or Moab, Utah. There's two races in 2022 that I would like to run that are 50-milers on either of those places. So I actually have a poll up right now on my personal page's Instagram story, just what people think I should run. But anywho, do have the Detroit Free Press Marathon coming up though in October, and I'm actually really excited about that. I want to really shave off some time and get a really fast time, and get be considered a good decent time. That's what I'm really looking forward to, and to be able kind of be in the realm of a decent runner. So I do plan on signing up actually and upgrading to the Motor City Challenge at that marathon, where I run the competitive 1 mile and the 5K the day before, and then I will run the marathon the following day. So I will be doing that as well. But just really looking forward to this race, like I said, because I wanted to race it last year, then COVID hit and was unable to do it. So I ran a unofficially timed marathon by myself and a buddy. We just ran one in Hines Park. So now I get to actually go back out there, try to shave some time off of my unofficially timed marathon. Get to actually run this one where you run across the Ambassador Bridge and then back over into America from Canada under the tunnel into Detroit, and you finish it there. So I'm really excited about that, and then hopefully I get a good enough time, and maybe we'll be even able to qualify for the Boston Marathon here in the future, which is another thing I would like to eventually just be able to do, just to say I did it and run it. So just excited. Other than that, guys, let's kind of just get into the daily mileage. So for today, day 170, for the day today, I put in 3.5 miles, which put me at 27.9 miles, which put me at 86 even miles for the month, which put me at 746.2 miles for the year. But let's focus in here real quick on that 86 miles for the month. Every single month, I challenge myself to a 100-mile challenge, and I do it in honor of a charity in which I make a donation and I also start a fundraiser and try to raise money and awareness for that charity throughout that month as I'm trying to run the miles for it as well. So for the first 5 months of the year, we were able to raise money for 5 great charities. Now we're here in the 6th month, and we're raising money for another great charity. The month of June is Alzheimer's and Brain Awareness Month. So for this month, we are raising money for the Alzheimer's Association. If you would like to make your donation to that, you'll be able to do that, and you can find the link to do that on the Defining Discipline Instagram story as well as the Defining Discipline Facebook story. Or you may find that on my personal page's Instagram story as well as my personal page's Facebook story. I would like to tell you that all donations that get made to this fundraiser go directly to this charity. That's why we do it through Facebook, because they have made an agreement not to make any or take any percentage of the donations that get made to these charities. So we continue to do it through Facebook because they're doing that, guys, and that's how it goes. So I do know times are kind of tough right now and not everyone is able to make a donation, so don't feel bad if you're unable to make a donation and you still like to help out. The best thing you can do is just click that share button. Clicking that share button actually goes a long way, and it helps out tremendously. And I say that because the main thing we're also trying to do this month is not only are we trying to raise money for these charities, but we are trying to raise awareness. That is a huge thing we're trying to do here, guys. So clicking that share button, getting it on your page, and getting more eyes on it than just the people that follow me or follow this podcast or our social media account. We can just get as many eyes on it as possible, raise as much awareness for it, as well as try to raise as much money too. So other than that, that is pretty much it for the fundraiser for this month. We've talked about the daily mileage, the weekly mileage, the monthly, and the yearly. Before we get into today's actual episode 170, we're going to do just a quick checkup on the book I am reading, because we talked about it a few episodes ago about trying to be more literate, and one of the challenges at the beginning of the year was to read more, and I fell off of it. Now I'm going to try to stick to that plan as well. So I am reading Beyond Order by Jordan Peterson. It is the second book in his series of the 12 Rules for Life series. An Antidote to Chaos. This one is more about Beyond Order. This is more about chaos. So it's a really good book. I have gotten a little bit farther again yet into the first chapter. Still have not finished the first chapter. I am a slow reader, and I am really trying to soak in as much information as I can from this book and not just read through it as fast as possible just to read through it. I'm trying to really obtain some information from it. So, and it's a little bit more, it's not, I'm going to say more advanced than me, but it's something that I kind of, sometimes I have to read through a few paragraphs, like 1 or 2 times, to really grasp the meaning behind what he's trying to talk about. So, I'm still getting a pretty good, amount done. Was able to read some last night, and I made up for the day that I missed 2 days ago. So I'm going to get back again tonight and read some more of that book. Hopefully be able to say that I hopefully finished chapter 1, and I'm going to start breaking into chapter 2, which is actually, let's just go with rule 2 because they're not chapters, they're rules. So hopefully I'll be able to finish rule 1 and get right into rule 2. Other than that, I have been doing a word of the day since as well, trying to expand my vocabulary and become, again, more literate. The word of the day today is abrupt, which is a word that I've actually am kind of familiar with, but it is the word of the day. And it is, let's go with the definition real quick. It is characterized by or involving action or change without preparation or warning, sudden and unexpected. All right. That is the word of the day for the day, ladies and gentlemen. Now it is time for the episode. It is episode 170, day 170 in a row. For today's episode, today's theme is cherish. And I'm going to tell you why. And we're going to talk about it. Cherish, guys. Life is short. Life is super short. There was a lot of supers and a couple messed up ones in there, but it really truly is, guys. And it's so easy while going through life to forget how short it is and how precious life can be, and how just the relationships and everything that we have, how truly we should cherish them. When we get caught up in our daily lives and we're worried about things, our problems that technically aren't really big problems, but at the time they seem like it's the biggest problem in the world because it's the only problem we have at that time. We kind of lose sight of the things that we should really be taking into account of. We should really be cherishing and relishing in those moments and trying to really appreciate them. But we kind of, like I said, we're too busy and we don't really think about it and we forget about it. And then life just kind of goes by. And once life goes by, you can always look back and think, wow, I really should have done something. And then, that's, I think, the thing that a lot of people really do and fall into that. I think a lot of people, life will just go by and they'll look back and think, wow, I really should have done this or I should have done that. And I'm guilty of that myself, of looking back in my life and thinking, I should have done this and should have done that. But I took a different path and I didn't. And I didn't really cherish those moments I was in when I was in them. And my life kind of just passed me by, and now I'm looking back and thinking, wow, I really should have appreciated those moments more back when I was younger, and everyone told me, you're going to look back and think, your life's just going to be half gone, and I was too naive and stubborn to believe them. So, really cherish every single day you have, and it's something I wanted to talk about today because it's something that I've really been thinking about as of lately. Becoming a father and everything, and just seeing, my daughter's going to be close to 3 months now, and just seeing how much she's grown just within those 3 months and how much she's developed. And, I have plenty of pictures and I'm taking pictures and I'm taking videos, but it's like, I feel like I'm just still missing so much. And I'm just like, when I go to work and, there's just, and I'm cherishing it and I'm soaking it up, but it's just like there's so much more I feel like I'm missing out on. And, I'm trying to really cherish every single moment I have and I'm able to have with my daughter and with my wife and with my family, and trying to really just with every day. It's, not even just with the people I have, but I'm just really trying to appreciate life overall, and I'm really trying to cherish every single moment and every opportunity I have, even the bad moments and the moments that are really hard and they really suck and they feel like while you're in them, you don't even know if you can make it through, and it stresses you out. For me, I am a very anxious person and I have a lot of nerves. When I get in those situations, I hate it so much, and I feel like I get like the fight or flight response. Like I just want to flight. I just want to run and just get out of there. That's my reaction. Normally is what I want to do. And I found myself to, really avoid those and not appreciate them and not really, and hate those moments. But, thinking back on it, like I need to cherish these moments, even those moments, the moments that you hate, the moments and the situations that you are uncomfortable in. You need to cherish those moments because, as cliche and as stupid as it sounds, you only get one life. You only get so many days to live your life, and even these bad days that you get to live your life, you should really cherish them and take them, appreciate them for what they're worth, because some people don't even get that many days. Some people don't even get a couple weeks. Some people don't even get a day. There's so much tragedy out there. And yes, we could be suffering from some of that tragedy, but I still think it's a better way, an outlook, which we talked about yesterday, to really try to cherish every day you are granted, because these days are limited, and there isn't much. There's just not much you can do. And you don't want to look back on your life, 10, 15 years from now, and think, I didn't cherish these moments. I didn't take advantage of those moments. I sat around and watched TV for half of my life and didn't even pay attention to what was going on around me. Like, whatever the case is, there were so many things I was doing. I'm not trying to predict what other people might be going through, but things that I was doing, I still kind of do. I watched too much TV. At one time, I played way too many video games. There's so many things that I look back on, and it was like, yes, it was stimulating, but it was like stimulating just for that moment to escape, and I wasn't really cherishing like just everything around me, life around me. There's so much out there. There's so much beauty out there, and our bodies, even cherishing my body, the ability to get out there and run every single day, and it feels so good, and it makes me feel better about myself being able to do that. And I really cherish that idea. So today's episode was just about really trying to cherish and appreciate the things that we have, and every single day cherish them, even the days that are bad days, and days that maybe you woke up on the wrong side of the bed, but realize that it's still another day that you were able to wake up and experience. And the experience itself you should cherish, because we don't know what this experience is. There's many, many thoughts, there's many ideas, there's many beliefs of what this experience is, and to each their own. And one day maybe we will find out, maybe one day we won't find out, because maybe it's nothing. Who knows what it is? I truly believe you can believe whatever you want, and more power to you for believing that. I don't think there's a right or wrong answer, but the point is it does come to an end, and we don't officially know. We go off our beliefs, but there's no definite answer. So just cherish the definite that we do have in our lives, which are the days that we wake up. And if you wake up and it's a gloomy day and it sucks still, or whatever the case may be, still try to really cherish it, because we don't know how many days in general, good or bad, we have left. So that's something I want to talk about and really think about. And like I said, I've been really trying to cherish these moments with my daughter and my family and my wife. Today was a really good day that was able to cherish. Got up a little bit early and got to go golfing with my wife, her father, and her brother. And then after, was able to get some good lunch in, and come home, get a little nap in, and go for a run today. Today was actually the first day we ran, me, my wife, and the baby all together. So it was a good day that I got to really cherish and soak in. And it even had its ups and downs. Like I said, we went golfing today. It had its ups and downs. So it is what it is, and I really cherish today, and I'm going to appreciate it and look forward to another day tomorrow to hopefully get a good another run in. Tomorrow is actually Father's Day, guys, so really excited about that as well. I'm going to cherish that too. Um, I don't want to give you guys just a quick abrupt ending. You see what I did there with the word of the day. But we're going to kind of close this episode out because it's almost 20 minutes in, and I can continue to talk about cherishing things because there's so much I can talk about with it because I've been very, very grateful as of late. But like I said, we're going to just close this episode out. So for your daily discipline today, episode 170, it is to do what I was just talking about. It is just to try to truly, truly cherish these days. Every single day you have, even the bad days that you have and the bad days that you experience. Try to truly cherish them because, again, try to really look at it as the big picture that even these bad days someday are not going to be here. And, maybe that's I know some people can have the outlook where that's what they're looking forward to is someday where there's no days at all. I get that. But still try to cherish these days because, again, these days are limited, guys. And I think it really, 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 really helps out a lot, even with your outlook. Your outlook will help you cherish these days, and if you cherish these days, it will also help out on your overall outlook, which was yesterday's episode. So that is your daily discipline, guys. It is to really, truly start to try to cherish every single day in and out, especially today. Cherish today. Thank you so much for listening to the Defining Discipline podcast. I am your host, Scott. This was episode 170 in a row. Tomorrow will be episode 171. You guys please tune in. And you guys please give this podcast and our social media a like, a subscribe, a share, and a follow. And you can do that on our Instagram, our Facebook, our TikTok, our YouTube, and whatever podcast streaming platform you guys have been following along on so far. Thank you so much for listening. Remember, if you guys can, go make your donations to the 100-mile monthly challenge for June in honor of Alzheimer's Association. And you can do that on the Instagram and Facebook stories of the Defining Discipline page or my personal page. Again, I'm your host, Scott. This was episode 170. I will see you tomorrow for episode 171 of the Defining Discipline podcast. Make sure you get your daily discipline done, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace.